Hi, this is Cherish Golden, one of the admission counselors from Beloit College. I'm joined with my colleague, Dawn Red, who will introduce herself in a minute. We're both part of the NACAC Rural and Small Town Special Interest Group, so we're going to be doing a college spotlight on Beloit College today.
Hello, like Cherish said, I work with her here at Beloit College. I work with some of our local students here in Wisconsin and Illinois and the Chicago area, and also some of our Gulf states, and closely with our athletic department.
So just an introduction to Beloit College. We're a private, small liberal arts college, and we're located in Beloit, Wisconsin. We're really small, so our student population is almost 1,200, and we only offer bachelor's degrees, so strictly undergrad. We have 24% first-generation students, 44% students of color, 30% of our students are Pell eligible, and some of our most popular majors include anthropology, business economics, psychology, biochemistry, and creative writing. Our graduation rate in 6 years is 75%. What's important to note is that we're a residential campus, so typically students are required to live on campus for 3 of the 4 years that they attend Beloit. So also moving ahead to rural and small town student resources. In a traditional year, we do have a student fly-in program. However, because of the COVID pandemic, this won't be offered for the 2020-2021 academic year. When it is offered, we have funds up to $500. So there's funding available for gas, bus, train, and/or airfare. Right now, we've started incorporating some virtual opportunities for students. So one of those is a virtual tour, one that's both recorded, and then usually a few that are live. So our virtual opportunities include counselor meetings, live walking tours, meetings with professors and other staff members, and that could be a video call or a phone call. We do offer some in-person visit opportunities in very limited numbers. We do have campus visits, we have walking tours, admission meetings, and coach meetings. As far as student support, we have counseling support, tutoring, accommodations for the classroom and housing, and then we have programming specifically for underserved students. For more information about the student fly-in program, you can contact our colleague, Stacy Ambrose, and that's her email address right at the bottom.
All righty, and how would you apply? We take a couple of applications. We take the Common App, and we also have our own application you can find through our website. We've got kind of 3 different rounds of applications that you can apply to Beloit through. We have early decision. Early decision is binding, so that means that if you're accepted at Beloit through the early decision program, you'd have to withdraw all of your other applications and get your deposit in here at Beloit. If you're not quite ready for that, you can do early action, and we have 2 rounds of those. We have a November 1st deadline and a December 1st deadline. With both of those, as long as your application is complete and as long as you have all your FAFSA information in, you'll receive your admission decision and a financial aid package about a month later. We also have regular decision. That is a mid-January deadline, and that one you're going to hear back on a rolling basis, but you can start looking for your decision around the end of February, early March. Okay, we don't require an SAT or an ACT. We'll certainly take it if you'd like to, but we don't need it to give you an admissions decision. We don't have an application fee, and we offer scholarships up to $41,000 each year. We don't offer a deposit waiver, but we do have plans that you can enroll into. Okay, and if you needed some more information, you can always reach out to me. You can email me, call me, and if you want to check out some of our social media, here they are.
So then moving on into pictures, we thought it would be really nice to just give you a couple of photos to show Beloit College. This is personally one of my favorite aerial pictures of the college. So this is on the academic side. You see the Science Center, Campbell Hall, and a couple of res halls in the background. Beloit College is a fairly small campus, so it stretches about 4 city blocks. And to get from one side to the other, it would take about 10 to 15 minutes. So very convenient, especially during the winter when needing to get back and forth between classes. So then another picture that I wanted to show was this of Professor Ron Watson in one of his classes. I think this really highlights the fact that Beloit College, our classrooms are very discussion based. So our class sizes range from 10 to 15 students. Largest might be 30 or 35. But you're engaging with your classmates, you're engaging with the professor. There's a lot of co-facilitation that goes on. So this is just a really nice example to show how engaged the students are and how engaged the professor is also. So then moving on to some support for our students. We have advising and then some different resources and programming. The first one I want to talk about is the Advanced Mentoring Program. So this is a program that's required for all first-year students, and then it's optional when you get into your sophomore year. You get connected with an AMP advisor within 72 hours of submitting your deposit that you want to come to Beloit. That advisor continues to work with you all summer, and then that transitions into your first year where they continue to work with you, and then where you get to meet your cohort of fellow classmates. And they help with academic and career advice. So then we have the Office of Student Success, Equity, and Community. This office is really dedicated to helping our underrepresented students. And then there's also some opportunities for staff and faculty. So we have Sustained Dialogue, the Weisberg program, which is centered in social justice and rights. We have WISCAMP, which is a program for underrepresented students interested in STEM. And then we have the Student Excellence and Leadership Program, and then McNair Scholars, which are both federal TRIO programs. For the Student Excellence and Leadership Program, you do have to be invited to apply after you've decided you're coming to Beloit. And then if you are accepted into the program, it's for 4 years.
All right, so everyone likes to talk about food, right? So we've got a couple of options on campus. The picture you're seeing right here is our Commons. It's an all-you-can-eat place. You can come in there and just kind of sit and hang out with your friends, get lots of food. If you ate up all that you have, you can always go back and get some more. So that's one place. Then we have Hamilton's, which is at our brand new building called the Powerhouse. They've got smoothies or ice cream or sandwiches, you know, things like that. You want to grab a cup of coffee. All that stuff happens over there at the Powerhouse. And there's a few other things there too. It's a place for not only athletics, but certainly athletics. Our swimming pool is over there. Our indoor track team has a track there that they can use as well as everyone else. Lots of space, as you can see here, for you to hang out with your friends or study with your friends. There's a weight room. There's lots of recreational areas where you can play pool or play video games. Just lots of great areas to hang out with your friends, have a club meeting or different things like that. And then this is another cool area that we have on campus. It's called the Coffee House. It's one of our great hangout spaces. So now we want to talk a little bit about affordability. Everyone likes to get a good value, and I think you do get that here with an awesome education and a financial aid department that's committed to making Beloit affordable. I always call the cost of attendance the big scary number. Like, I know that's a big one, but no, like at the bottom there it says our average cost of attendance after financial aid is just a little bit under $20,000. So know that we're committed to making this affordable for you and your family. We offer lots of merit scholarships up to $36,000. Those are based on your hard work in the classroom. We also have some additional scholarships that are up to $5,000 a year. Now, the smaller scholarships do have an application component to them. Our larger merit scholarships do not. Your application is going to get you considered for all of our merit scholarships. We also offer campus employment, which I think is awesome. You don't have to take us up on it, but I think it's a great way to get some great experience. And it shows our school's commitment to not only giving you this awesome education and getting a good degree, but also to getting that experience that you're gonna need for your next steps after Beloit. If you fall within one of those states where it says Midwest Flagship Match, know that Beloit has a commitment to saying that your family in one of those states isn't going to pay more than it would cost at those big state schools in those states. If you're wondering what that is, you can hop onto our website, beloit.edu, look for Midwest Flagship Match, and you can click on your state and you'll see that cost there.
So then moving on into transfer and test credit, and I'll talk more about transfer credit. We have very generous transfer and test credit policies for our incoming students. So Beloit is on a unit system, and that's slightly different from a lot of institutions that have a credit hour system. But basically, you can transfer up to 15 Beloit units, which is equivalent to 60 credit hours. These transfer credits can be applied towards graduation requirements. They can be applied towards major and minor requirements with consultation of the department chair. If a class doesn't come over, it's either because a student had less than a C in the course, or it's something that we don't offer the equivalent of, or something very similar. And then just for reference, on the bottom, you can see our scoring policy for AP and IB credit, which you can also receive up to 1 unit for each test. So then career preparations and opportunities. We really want to connect our students' academic passion to their future work. So there's 2 main components of this. One is the career channels, which is optional. Career channels, they really give students exposure to a career area that they're interested in. We have channels for business and entrepreneurship, health and healing, justice and rights, sustainability, and arts. So you can have networking, alumni connections, and career guidance, and more. We also have our Career and Community Engagement Center. This is where students go if they really want to get assistance with securing an internship or getting networking or looking for employment after Beloit. So we have a nice car share program where students that don't have a vehicle can kind of share a car to get to and from field placement. We have community-based learning, and then we have credit earning internships. They also offer other services like resume writing and then mock interviews. So just really a nice space to help you be prepared for life after Beloit. So I hope you've learned quite a bit about Beloit College from myself and Dawn. Again, if you have any follow-up questions, please contact Dawn. If you'd like to speak to me specifically, she can get you into touch with myself. You can also find our Contact Us page on the admissions website. And thank you for tuning in.